Right, hello there and welcome back, right, to another Space Marine Set 2 video. Just going through this, right, just leveling up my guy a little bit. Hopefully he's going to be the next guy right I'm going to max out, and it's going to be done right for the next episode. So, I do have a few things that I want to talk about. I did do this once before, but I deleted the things that I did talk about, and the audio was a little bit dodgy, right? And I said a few things that I couldn't exactly find again in the audio, but I knew I said it and I knew the audio picked it up. I just couldn't find it. So we're going to go through. We're going to talk about two things digital, not two things digital, two things game related. Then we're going to talk a little bit about digital ID, right? That's happening in the UK because I'm based in the UK, unfortunately. And then I want to talk about two things that are absolutely fucking important, right? Fucking important. Appalling. Right? So, first thing is, right, it is going to be talking about Pokemon's new game. I believe Pokemon's new game was like ZX, right, or some shit like that. The Legend City, right? And legit, I've been watching a few people play it, and the game looks like shite. Right? It looks naff. Like, why? I'm sorry, why? Like, for a game that is, according to this raid, Argos raid, which is the shopping raid thing, raid and all that, raid over in the UK, it is £42 for the game. £42 for that game. What I fuck? Right, the game looks shit. To get right from one end of the map right to the other end of the map, even walking at the slowest, it takes 2 minutes. IRL. Like, I'm sorry, but, like, that is shit, right? It got released 16th of October, right? Initial release, it got released right in the Nintendo Switch and the Nintendo Switch. Right? Both 1 and 2 on the Switches. Fucking stupid, right? And, you know, like, everybody that I've seen talk about it has pretty much said the game is shite. But Pokemon Red came out and released and stated right how many copies were sold, right? So apparently within week 1, right, they sold 5.8 million copies. Right? Power World, right, is pretty much the competitor right to Pokemon. Doing so much better. I play Power World, happily play Power World, right, and I've still got it downloaded, I'm still going through it and all that. They keep adding new shit, so I keep going through it. Starting new bases and all that. And honestly, I am enjoying Power World. I would enjoy Power World so much more than if I got given a Nintendo Switch 2 and this new Nintendo Switch fucking Pokemon game. I would still put that down to jump on my PC ready to play very fucking Power World. I haven't played Pokemon in a long time, not since Pearl. Diamond Pearl or something like that. I haven't played it since then. And if the way right to keep going with Pokemon, I probably won't play Pokemon. But yeah, no. This is Power World's sale records, right? From what I've found. Power World sold 1 million in 8 hours, right? 1 million copies in 8 hours of launch. Like, that is fucking grand, right? In 24 hours, they sold 2 million. In 3 days, they sold 5 million. In 5 days, they sold 7 million. And in 6 days, they sold 8 million. Now, mind you, I believe there was a Pokemon game that came out just before this more or less the same time as Power World came out. Now, because I'm recording this footage right afterwards, just Power World. What was the release date? The 2024. Let's see, Pokemon. 20. Pokemon 2024. Okay, I'm sure there was another. No?
The Xenos infestation is stemmed.
There wasn't. Sure, there was a Pokemon game where you rode around riding the Pokemons with like fucking bikes or some shit. Pokemon
I will ensure your mission is a success.
Like
I will hold you to that.
like Pokemon. What were you? Because it was like I'd just seen some of these right like
Reloading.
Now we wait until the Xenos swarm
okay.
reaches our position.
Us against 100,000 or 200,000 Tyranids.
But what Pokemon is that? Except
Confidence is a weapon. Overconfidence is a disadvantage.
you're not telling us what the fucking Pokemon is. Oh, when I built this Pokemon Scarlet game, right? Why couldn't you just tell us that it was Scarlet and Violet? When did you come out? 2012. Yeah, I don't need that. I just thought that was a photo.
Somewhat.
Yeah, so this seems to be the last game right just before. And these Pokemon and characters look worse than Power World, right? I'm sorry, right, but like what the fuck's happening, right? The world, like, gaming went to shit. Right, fucking definitely just went to shit. But Power World was getting compared right to Scarlet and Violet. And because that was the most recent Pokemon game apparently. And legit it was like comparing right a fucking steak right to a piece of shit. Actually no, that's not fair comparison. Like Wagyu steak with a nice like fucking decently priced right steak, you know. And that's what Pokemon was, right? No, that's what Wagyu is, right? Pokemon. It's that expensive. You expect it to be lovely. And Power World was a cheaper, very nice steak that you could cook right in your own house and not have to pay right fucking thousands right to get it. And unfortunately, Power World has managed to pull that off. And it even shows now, if Pokemon's newest game, right, Legend City, can only get just under 6 million copies sold with week 1 on 2 different devices, and Power World managed to get 5 million in 3 days and 7 million in 5 days. I'm sorry. Like, Power World's got Pokemon beat. This is probably another reason why Pokemon is trying their hardest right to get Power World shut down. Because they know they cannot compete with Power World. It is fucking insane, right? And I do not understand why Pokemon has let it go down. Like, I found out recently there was meant to be a Pokemon dinosaur game where all the Pokemons were practically the fucking dinosaurs. I'm sorry, I would have bought the shit out of that game. I would have went out and got whatever console it was on, whether that was 3DS, the bloody Switch, the Wii. I wouldn't have given 2 flying fucks. If you're telling me right, that you got a Pokemon game that you can run around and capture fucking dinosaurs, I would have ran around with it and captured that dinosaur. Sorry, right? I would have fucking loved it. But unfortunately, the guy that was doing it got into a pissing match right with the founding father of Pokemon, the guy that did all the original artwork for the original Pokemon trading cards. Right, the first set of Pokemon trading cards. This guy did the artwork for that. They got into a pissing match because this guy that was in charge of all the Pokemon games decided to not really listen to him, do his own thing. He was selling games, he was making good games. He was in charge of like Pokemon Red and Blue. Up to Sword and Shield, I think. Can't 100% rate guarantee. It's been a little while since I've found out that information. But the guy was planning to be doing a dinosaur one. He scrapped it. More or less fired the guy. But the guy right there was originally he was in charge, right, and did the original illustrations and the drawings and all that, right, of the original Pokemon trading cards. Put him in charge. And all the other games we've had since have been slop, from what other people have said. Now, like I said, I haven't played Pokemon in a long time, but this is from other people's information, perspectives, stuff like that. Oh, yeah, I am tired. Right, so that is all I've got on Pokemon at the current moment. Hopefully, they'll sort themselves out shortly. But I wanted to go on to a bit of something that's a bit political, right? Which is the digital ID. Right? Our fucking supreme leader, which you'll be fucking asking to call on, right, within the next like year and a bit, I would say. Right, fucking Sir Keir Starmer. Honestly, what a fucking prick, right? But he's turned around when it came out. He's like, oh yeah, you're gonna need a digital ID. You don't need it. It's not mandatory. You don't need it. We're not forcing you to get it. But every time you need to access services that your digital ID will be able to provide you, to like, i.e., prove right the right to work, or prove right that you live in the UK or you're a British citizen, you know, allow you to open a bank account, or buy a house, get a job, you know, all these things, get a loan, all these things, right? Every time you need to gain access to those things, if you don't already have them, you gotta pay pretty much a fine of £85. Right? £85 each time you do it. Now, I want to take my little brother for an example, right? He applies for quite a few jobs. He gets turned down for quite a few jobs, right? Just probably because he doesn't say the keywords. Now, I know with, like, roughly, he's had, I think, about 30 different interviews, right? So it's obviously he's not saying the right thing, or people aren't liking the look of him. Right? So, we'll say 30 jobs, right? Interviews and all that, where he's had to take all of his information in to prove right that he has the right to work. So 30 times 85. My little brother would have had to have spent 2,550 quid. My brother's on the fucking door, which is like benefits and stuff like that, right, for like everybody else right outside the team. And it's pretty much, he's got to prove right that he's looking for jobs, he's applying for jobs, he's going for interviews, stuff like that, right, and the government gives him some money to help him survive a little bit. It is fucking pennies, right? I think he's lucky, right, if he gets like 50 quid a month or something. So, 50 quid a month, right? That's my little brother be able to get, right? No, this is from when I was on the dole. I got about 53 quid a month. Not sure if that's what he gets, or if it's more now, or if it's less. But, owie, 50 quid a month. You'll be able to pay right. You'll be able to pay right off, like the 550 quid in a year. You still got like £2 to pay. So it's going to take him about, oh shit, maths, 4 years. 4 years to be able to apply for 30 jobs, according to Star. Now, I can 100% guarantee none of the family, right, is going to sign up for this digital ID, because it's fucking stupid, right? It's not me. That's the passport, or the really birth certificate, provisional, bank statements, bloody utility bill, whether that's a phone bill, bloody fucking little brother, right, partially owns a car, right, so you'll probably be able to get, he's probably got like letters right from that, right, what his address on, right, and all that. Phone bills, I think, no, I've already said phone bills, but different fucking bills that we can use to claim, right, that we do have the right to work right in the UK. So we don't need this digital ID to prove that we've got the right to work. But the digital ID has never been entirely clear, right, what it's needed for. Some members of parliament have came out and said, oh yeah, you need a digital ID to be able to get access, right, to healthcare. Oh, well, others have said, well, you need it, right, to be able to go around, right, walking on the streets. And if you're unable to provide your digital ID when you get stopped right by a cop, you could potentially face fines or criminal charges, right, or prison. I was like, what the fuck is this shit? Like, I'm sorry, what the fuck is this? This is fucking stupid. I mean, no way any fucking person, right, while listening, right, to this is going to go for it. I mean, it's fucking ridiculous. It's abuse of power. And then the cheek, right, of the current MPs, right, in charge, right, members of the parliament, turned around and said, oh, we don't think it's a good idea to have the digital ID anymore because we can see which way the popularity vote's going. Popularity vote, right, is going towards reform, right, which everybody, right, is stating, right, that they are racist. They may be racist, not saying they are, not saying they're not, right. They do not want illegal immigrants in, right. They want to kick out all the illegal immigrants. They're pretty much like Trump, but maybe worse. Right? If Americans think, right, Trump is bad, reform's probably worse. But the problem is, because the current party, right, in Labour has pissed off so many people, everybody's going to vote for reform. Because reform's the only group have stated that they will get rid of the digital ID. They will get rid of the Online Safety Act. The Online Safety Act is restricting fucking loads of shit. Right? It's not just adult websites and stuff like that, it's restricted freedom, right, of speech, right, on social medias and stuff like that. It's restricted, right, online forums, right, from helping people. Like, I found out, I think I've told about this before, but I found out like about a month or so ago that with this Online Safety Act, they have had to close down online forums that help young people, right, deal with they come to the terms, right, that they are transgender, or they are gay, or they are bi, and stuff like that. Apparently, a lot of these sites, right, and their forums had to be closed down because the government, right, sent them a letter saying, oh yeah, no, you don't actually acquire right to our Online Safety Act, so you ever need to sort yourselves out and get this expensive, right, program, right, added right to it, or you've got to close it down. So loads of these things are closed down, and a lot of the help, right, that like young people, right, were going to, right, to ask questions about these things, right, find answers, right, solidify themselves, like, oh yeah, no, this is exactly how I've been feeling, and it's like, oh yeah, look, you're bi, you're gay, you're straight, you're lesbian, you may be trans, you know, you may just be a tomboy, you may be a femboy, right? It entirely all fucking depends, right? And all these different forms and all that were helping young people really sort themselves out, right, and all that, right, and answer a few questions, clarify some things up. They felt like this. Okay, look, go do it, right? No fucking problem with that. Online Safety Act said, nope, sorry, that's gotta stop. You can't do that. Everything like that is, no. Potential, right, that you could be potentially, right, showing adult content, right, to children, right? Now, these forums are meant to be there, right, for young adults, right? So, young adults, I class that, right, as potentially 15, 16 upwards, right? 15 the lowest, right? So, young adults, 15, 16 up, right? That is there, right, to help them, right, sort themselves out. But no government's like, yeah, no. Can't do that. 100%, right? And it's a piss take, right? Now, reform, like Trump is probably going to come in, right, and turn around, right, and it's like, oh yeah, well, if you've claimed that you're transgender, right, and you went through the surgeries, and you've changed your identification, right, stating that you are a man, or that you were a woman and you went to a man, or you were a man and you went to a woman. People might tell you you're going to have to replace it. You're going to have to go back to, it states that was born a man. Okay, that is what you're going to have to put down on all your information. You're going to have to put down, right, that you were born a man, just like Trump has done. Now, it may not happen, but it may, right? Currently, nobody's giving two flying fucks, right, about Labour, and not Labour, reform, and all the horrible things that they may or may not do if and when they get into power. Because everybody is so pissed off with Labour that everybody is focused so much on Labour. It's like they fired, right, this lassie, right, from Labour about like 2-3 months ago. Fired her, but before she was fired, right, she turned around, right, and she said at a press conference, written all that, right, because somebody popped up the question, oh, what about the grooming gangs, right, in the UK, especially in like London areas, right, because further south you go, more grooming gangs, right, and that is fucking diabolical, right, in my opinion, right, absolutely diabolical. But somebody asked her this question, and she turned around and was like, oh, you're going with that question again, it's a wolf whistle, right, pretty much. This is just political corn, right? With a P instead of a C. Because if I say the other word, I'll probably not be able to show this video. So, but she was pretty much brushing it off, right? She was like, oh, we shouldn't talk about this. We shouldn't talk about this. We don't need to talk about it. It's not happening. It's not happening, right? It's not happening. Because Labour has buried it. Tried to make it seem like it's not real. Had the police raids and all that. Pretty much charge the victims instead of prosecute the offenders. All because I'm going to say majority rate of the offenders are illegal immigrants. They came into the country illegally, got a house and all that, and it's fucking insane. Well, this lassie, she got fired, don't know what the reasons were, but she is back and now she is the vice president. Not vice president, but she's vice chief, right, of the Labour Party. And her first thing, right, when she came back, right, what she stated was, the Labour needs to become Labour again, and we need to stop out reform. So, we need to start and fighting, right, more immigrants in. We need to not kick them out. We need to open up the borders again. She's arrived and she has turned into Kamala Harris and Joe Biden combined. Open up the borders. Let all of them in. We'll get them hundreds of thousands, right, in fucking rooms and board and food. And then we'll keep giving them money. Very legit. Even my man, right, was watching the news, right, and all that, and this is mainstream news. And they had like two guests on, and they were watching a video where the camera went into an apartment and all that, and the apartment did look shite. But the migrant, right, that was there, illegal migrant, was like, oh, I'm only getting £20 a day, £20 a week, right, to live off, right, it's not enough, right, I need more money. While he was wearing nicer clothes than the two people, right, that were invited in, and I believe the two people that were invited in were a member of Parliament. Right, not Labour. I think maybe one might have been Green or Reform or something like that, or there were people that were well off, right? This illegal migrant had better clothing and better stuff than everybody, right, that was on the news, right? On that news, right, that day. Better dressed. I was like, what the fuck is that? Like, I was asking my mom if she was serious, right, and all this. She was remembering correctly. She said, yeah, legit. Watched it about 2 hours ago. I mean, hasn't left me mind yet. It was just so fucking crazy. This guy was living better, well, had better stuff than us, had the newest phone and all that. He had boxes and bags, right, and all that. All over in this room. That were designer stuff. But he was complaining that he didn't have enough money to eat or survive. I was like, fuck off. Like, you can't be complaining about that, man. If you're buying more shit, you're spending all your allowance that's getting given to you by the government on sailor stuff and shit like that, and you're claiming you can't survive? Fuck off, right? It's fucking stupid. But, yeah, like, legit. Everything hurts me head right, with the UK politics. Right? It's the same with the American politics. But at least there is more people right talking about the American politics right on both sides. Over in the UK, Reform doesn't even have to do fucking anything or talk about their side. They are legit, they have stepped back and they have let fucking Starmer ruin themselves. The Labour Party's ruined themselves. They finally got back in and they have thrown the biggest chance we've given them down the fucking road. It is absolutely fucking great. Now, I'm going to talk quickly about these two cases. They both about the same sort of criminal assault, right? And they both involve minors, right? So I'm going to talk about one that doesn't happen in the UK. I'm going to talk about something that happened over in Sweden, right? 16-year-old lassie finished her job at McDonald's, left right for the bus, just missed it. So she went and walked underneath this tunnel, like into this tunnel that I'm assuming right goes underneath the roads and all that. Right? Pedestrian tunnel. She was walking through there and she got essayed under it, which included penetration. Right? Got home, rang, got the police involved, got the guy, went to court, prosecutor wanted to get the guy deported, the judge came out and said, sorry, we can't deport him because he's a refugee. He came into Sweden with a refugee status. We can't get rid of him unless the crime is serious enough that he's going to potentially cause more harm to other citizens. Right. So, with this crime, we can't get rid of him. And one of the reasons why they couldn't get rid of him, according to the prosecution and according to what this judge said, the penetration didn't last long enough. Like, I'm sorry, that is the fucking most batshit crazy thing I've ever fucking heard. Penetration didn't last long enough. Like, what the fuck do you mean? I'm sorry. Any penetration at somebody right that is 16 years old, busy working her way right through fucking life, trying to get a bit of fucking pocket money so she can buy herself something nice. Sorry. I'm sorry, Ray, that it was a 2-pump jump, but unfortunately, if you pumped like 1 or 2 more times, we might have been able to get rid of him. But sorry, because he finished in 2 pumps, can't do anything against him. Hands are tied. I was like, fuck off, right? That is fucking diabolical, right? The judge should be removed and fired. The guy should be kicked out, right? Because he did it to a citizen of your fucking country. He was there as a refugee. He was there with refugee status, and he did a crime like that to somebody of your country. Sorry, get the fucker out. No place for that anywhere. Now, the second thing, that exact same thing, with penetration, happened in Ireland, right? An illegal essayed, right, 10-year-old girl. I'm gonna go back to the Swedish one. The fucking criminal. He was 17 or 18, right? He was between 17 and 19. Right? He was just older than this lassie. But still, I'm sorry, send the fucker back. If at that age he doesn't get any fucking consequences, he's gonna do it again. Send the fucker back now. No. Irish one, right? As he'd read a 10-year-old lassie. This guy was from some African country. He came over to the UK, right, in, I think it was early 2020s. By 2023, he got told that he wasn't allowed to stay. His refugee status rate got declined. He got told to leave the country. He's still in the country. He was in an immigrant hotel. And he got this 10-year-old lassie right to go back to the hotel. An old lassie right was in foster care right or something like that. She was in care anyway. She was in some form of care, right? And went back, got SA'd, and pretty much nobody wanted to report on it. The only news source that I found that came out of Ireland was the local newspaper. Briefly talked about it.
Position is defensible.
So the Irish population, they kick up fucking fuss, they go fucking mental, and they go on such a big riot that they end up burning police cars. And like legit, like some of the videos that I've seen of it, there is a police van melting that's on fire. I've seen cars right burn. I've never seen a car fucking melt, right? I'm sorry. Never seen a car melt. Like actively fucking melt with the metal dripping down right onto the fucking floor. Right. That is insane. But legit, once again, the judges over in Ireland isn't condemning, right, or stating, right, that the guy, right, that did this crime is at fault. No. We're pushing past that. Wanna know who's at fault? The people that are rioting, right, over this outrage, right? They are folks, right?
Target area is saturated.
What? These guys right are pissed off, right, that something happened right to a young lassie. Yous aren't doing anything and yous are protecting the guy right who did it, because as far as I'm aware, the guy got caught, and know the guy who did it, and they pretty much released him right back into the hotel. Like, fuck off, mate. Like, it is fucking insane. Fucking insane. I'm so, like, am I wrong here? Like, am I wrong for thinking that this isn't normal? This is wrong on so many fucking levels. Because I've spoken to a few people. I've spoken to my friend right who is definitely left-winged, or more left-winged than I am, and he thinks this is wrong. Right? And he supports Mars, but he thinks this is wrong. Like, what the fuck? Well, that is all I've got for today. I do hope you have enjoyed, and if you have, please do leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And without further ado, bye bye.